what I don't want you guys to do is abuse this someplace, okay? Let's just keep this in perspective. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is, does that say 30? I thought so. What does he expect after 60? Your eyes, where are my glasses? Okay, so Bill, the interesting thing is we're going to either leave you that way or we'll bring you back, whichever. I'm going to tell the group. Got it, group? Ready? Okay, Bill, put your arm up again. Resist as hard as you can. Give me 3 to 5 seconds. Very good. Resist as hard as you can. Oh my gosh, he is honestly stronger the third time than the very first, which is actually fairly typical. What do you think happened? I just simply changed my mind. You know what I did? And I don't want you guys to abuse this. Don't you ever do anything at home with this, okay? Divorce them, but don't do this, okay? What happened to Bill is you know what? The first time when I brought him down, I just saw his arm like a rubber band. I saw it going down, and it did. You know what I did the last time when he was actually stronger than the very first time? I saw him like Hulk, and he honestly was stronger the very third time. Why am I doing this? One, it's kind of fun. And I've done this all different ways with words like saying, you know, nobody loves you, everybody hates you. Their arm goes down. Give them a standing ovation. Their arm goes up. I put a pack of cigarettes in their hands. Arm goes down. You put an apple in their hand. It's a wisdom of the body. But you know what it also tells you? Is that if my thoughts can affect another person's psychology and performance, what do you think your thoughts might be doing to your joy, your happiness, and your success? Would you give Bill a hand? Thank you. Thank you, Bill. So, 2 things. It's not only image. I want to say just a couple more things about goals. How many of you do goal setting? How many of you believe in it? If you believe in it, why do you have the same goals every New Year's Eve? Those are recycled goals. How many people every New Year's Eve want to lose weight? How many have done it for years? What's wrong with this picture? What I'm going to tell you is goal setting is not enough. It is not enough. 2 things. One, sometimes we have the wrong goals. I remember a woman that said she had a goal that she wanted to make enough money, just enough money to pay the bills and be comfortable. And guess what? She was comfortable and paid the bills. But she never went a step further, okay? Sometimes we limit ourselves unknowingly. Okay, here's another thing. Our goals are thoughts that we write down, and it is important to write them down. They have more power if you write them down than you just think about them. But our thoughts are the seeds of the realities we create. It has to go a step further because our body is a pull toy to the mind. And we have to speak the language of the body, which is like a small child. It likes picture story books. I mean, have you ever seen your 5-year-old say, oh, this Webster dictionary is so cool? You know, they like picture story books. People don't build a house without a blueprint. Why in the world would you live your life without a blueprint? So what you have to do is you have to put your goals into visual images. It's all about having a vision, mental imagery, visualization, what the mind sees, the body believes. There are several steps to it. I don't have time to go through it now, but talk to me later. And it's in probably every one of my books. But it really gives you a prescription for success. It gives you a blueprint for success. But know that you have to see it. What the mind sees, the body believes. You have to attach a vision to your power. Let me give you an example. One of the guys I have in the bullying book, his name is James Johnson, lives in Raleigh, North Carolina, used to be a New York City cop. He's now a minister and does a lot to help youth and community development. Interestingly enough, he grew up in New York City, is that Brooklyn? Brownstone community, I think it is. It's a pretty rough neighborhood. And he told me that these guys, he and all his friends, would sit on the corner on a hot summer day. You know, nobody there had anything. And they would watch a pretty car go by once in a while, somebody get lost and be in the neighborhood. And they would see these cars going by, and they'd say, that's my car. That's what I'm going to have when I grow up. And the interesting thing is, although James did well, he went back to that neighborhood not too long ago, and the same guys were there, sitting on the street corner, still wishing and hoping and dreaming. Except a lot of them weren't there because, and the ones that were still living with their mother, 50 years old, living